look up when you hear them. You can't help but wonder where and why it flies. Because deep down, near your heart, either in whole or in part, you are an aviator.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about. Wait!
Okay, now, from the beginning.
Let's get it, boys.
Are you ready?
One, down the center with the one, yeah, one, get back in, one, down to you, get to the other 197, 17, now 8, give it, give it, 1 meter, 1 meter, 8, back down to the center, hold it.
Join on the corner where the big boys play.
450, now 75, we get 75, come back in, 75, we get.
Hello, friends. I'm Jake Bengelsdorf.
And I'm Jonathan Johnston.
And we are VPs of Ascent Aeronautics, coming to you live from the Beacon Bar. Thank you for joining us for the July 22nd auction preview show. And sometimes it's best to start right at the beginning. So before we share with you how we're going to better serve you and what we do, we need to tell you a little bit about who we are. JJ?
Yeah, that's right, Jake. You know, who we are is going to tell you a lot about what it is we do. And so in short, Ascent Aeronautics is a family of aviators who love to help others grow in their love for aviation too. Ascent's roots date back to the 1940s. After 70 years of family aircraft ownership and numerous requests from companies and individuals to manage their aircraft, Ascent Aeronautics was founded in 2004. Since then, we've helped hundreds of owners and operators maximize dispatch reliability and safety while saving money through more efficient expense forecasting, and expert technical supervision. To better serve our clients in aircraft transactions, we now run the most transparent buying and selling platform in the industry through a monthly aircraft auction. Our vision is simple. It's to deliver certainty, eliminate that mystery, the hassle and superfluous cost of aircraft ownership and sales by innovating the way the aviation industry does business. And again, we do that through transparency, precision and efficiency, and by supporting every aircraft as we do our own. And we wouldn't be who we are without our sponsors.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Some of them that I want to highlight. Number one, first and foremost, is AvBuyer. AvBuyer, their listing, the generation for our listings is incredible. I think they have the best grasp on the international private aviation world. I mean, truly. Plus, it's the best spot for the latest news, aircraft comparisons. They have actionable intelligence in digital, in print, and online. Of course, Aero Brigham, super efficient and trusted source for helicopter completions, maintenance, modifications, and special projects. Jackson Walker, Texas-based law firm with an aviation specialty. This will blow your mind. Lawyers that actually work proactively and quickly to help you resolve problems and protect you every step of the way. And then AMSTAT. We've tried every other aircraft research data-based CRM system, valuation tools. Ascent's trusted source for aircraft market and fleet data is AMSTAT. They're super friendly to use. They have super accurate data, which is extremely important. We can't operate with bad data, right. And their customer service is great. Anytime we need them, they're responsive. JJ, we're always looking to better serve our clients. What changes have we made to our auction platform, and how can people start to participate today?
Yeah, that's right. You know, as we at Ascent Aeronautics have found success and evolved, so too has our auction process. We've grown from a single quarterly auction featuring just a handful of aircraft to what we now have monthly auctions featuring dozens or more. So despite our growth, we've managed to make the auction process as simple as the day we started. So how can you engage with us? Well, if you're ready or even just interested in selling your aircraft, reach out to us as soon as possible. You know, Jake, one of the fallacies that we come against all the time is that you have to be ready to sell tomorrow.
Right.
But the beauty of the auction process is that you don't even have to sell your aircraft on the auction block for it to be a win. Sometimes it's about getting the true value of the aircraft. And if you just want to dip your toes in the water, the auction process can work for you. Now, on the other hand, if you're ready to sell today, even better. That's why we developed the auction to begin with. You need only to sign a simple consignment agreement, send over photos, specs, and maintenance on the aircraft, and then the magic of the auction, as well as our professional advertising and marketing, will do the work for you. So we will field all inquiries and only bring you the very best offers. And now what that allows you to do is you don't have to waste time. You don't have to bother with the tire kickers and the unvetted or unmotivated buyers. We will do that for you. And so now buyers, if you are ready, if you are interested in purchasing one of the aircraft that you've seen on our website or on one of our many advertising marketing strategies, the easiest way to do that is simply go to our website, AscentAero.com. There you'll just click register to bid. You'll click it again on the next page, fill out all of your information, and then once you're approved, you can literally bid immediately. For the auction, for the aircraft at this July 22nd auction, it's open right now. You can bid now.
Yeah, that's right.
If you have any specific desired terms that you have, you can still send us that offer. Now, we can't guarantee that the seller will accept it, but if they do accept those terms, then you're looking at the easiest sale process and quickest that you've probably ever been a part of.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And some of these changes that we've made through the auction process have already begun to deliver the results that we've wanted or that our clients have wanted. Before we jump into the juiciest part of the show, the consignments, we need to learn a little bit more about the people that make us successful.
Aero Brigham, founded by David and Danny Brigham in Decatur, Texas, is a family-owned business that brings a sense of pride to every single aircraft that comes across their shop floor. They're one of the few MROs in the world that can truly handle every aspect of your helicopter from tip to tail. If you're in need of helicopter service, your first call and only call should be to Aero Brigham in Decatur, Texas.
AMSTAT, the leading provider of business aviation market research. The only market research company dedicated to providing business aviation market data. Accurate and up-to-date, keeping you informed of market conditions and trends. Provider of a powerful set of tools that turn business aviation market data into sales opportunities, including an integration with the Salesforce CRM. And the AMSTAT Aircraft Valuation Tool, calculating objective serial number specific aircraft values. AMSTAT, information that moves you forward.
See the latest aircraft for sale worldwide on avbuyer.com. Refine your preferences for a tailored search experience. Check out the latest price data on jet models, updated weekly from our data partners. Make informed decisions by viewing detailed buyer's guides and aircraft comparisons, videos and podcasts from our leading industry experts, as well as specialist hubs on relevant key areas. AvBuyer. Actionable intelligence for business aviation.
Woke up this morning with the sunrise in my eyes. Just like a new day, a breath of fresh air in my life. I don't know how, don't know why, but I'll be toasting all my life.
The Ascent Aeronautics live private aircraft auction is sponsored by Aero Brigham, AvBuyer, Jackson Walker, AMSTAT, and Aircraft Shopper Online. Welcome back to our very favorite part of the July 22nd auction preview show, the consignments themselves. We could not be more happy about these 10 consignments that have signed for the July 22nd auction that are ready to be bid on right now. You can go to our website, www.ascentaero.com, register to bid, and click bid. Our first consignment is a 1993 Newport replica. This is an Airdome Newport 17. This is an American amateur-made replica. It's a 7/8 replica of a French-designed and Polish-made First World War, essentially, fighter. This is what the French called the fighter bébé, or the baby fighter. The type of buyer for this bird is going to be either someone who is just an aviator, who is a collector, or someone who wants to genuinely know what it was like. Literally, think about this. 100 years ago, flying in eastern France against the Nazis. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. It's a piece of history, and only 9 of these aircraft have ever been built. I mean, this is truly a gem. This aircraft is based in Grand Junction, Colorado, for anybody that wants to come do visual inspection or logbook review on the aircraft. The second consignment is a 2017 Apollo DeltaJet 2. So this aircraft is going to fall into what the FAA designates the light sport aircraft category. It features a strut-based hang glider style high wing. So literally, like a 172 has a high wing, this is a hang glider style high wing, and 2 seats in tandem with an open cockpit. I've been told it's the closest thing that a human, without doing like one of those dangerous wingsuits, like engine propelled, it's the closest to what a human can feel like a bird in flight. This aircraft is also in Grand Junction, Colorado. If you'd like to set up a showing to go see it, please let us know. When I say this aircraft, this Apollo Delta II, is literally brand new, I mean that it is truly, literally brand new, like it is still in the box, okay? After completion, you're going to have 100% brand new time on this light sport aircraft. So our third consignment is a 2011 Celier Xenon 2, or as us Americans just call it, a Xenon 2. This bird, also French, is a gyrocopter with over 100 of them currently flying in the world. Now they've replaced it. They manufacture the Xenon 4. This one is a Xenon 2, built in 2011. And the Xenon 2 is an incredibly safe, incredibly versatile aircraft with an unbelievably stellar takeoff and landing performance, especially in strong winds. I think I had mentioned earlier in one of our previous videos that literally in a like a 20-knot headwind, when you're taking off, it takes off in about 10 feet. Yeah. And when it lands, it just lands like a helicopter.
Yeah.
It's so versatile that the Polish police use these to do surveillance, which is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Also based in Grand Junction, Colorado. Again, we would love to show you the aircraft to do a visual or a showing. The fourth consignment is one of my favorites. It's a 1967 Aero Commander Darter 100. This is a turnkey aircraft. It is ready to go. Just came out of a fresh annual. It's your classic high wing, monoplane, conventional design with a fixed tricycle undercarriage. Stellar performer. The owner flies it all the time. He's just ready to upgrade. He has drastically lowered his reserve price. It has a fresh annual, strong radios. This thing is ready to go. It'd be a great trainer or recreational bird for somebody. This aircraft is based in Linden, New Jersey. So if you're on the East Coast or you want to travel to the East Coast to come see the aircraft, please let us know. It is available by appointment for showings. The fifth aircraft on the block, and I don't know how this one will stick around, but is a 1969 Cessna 172. Everybody knows the 172, the single engine, piston powered, high wing, 4-seater classic. Now, this aircraft has lowered the reserve, and it's in Denver, Colorado for anybody that wants to come view it. And again, it's a 172. It's going to be a popular bird. It's going to sell. It'd be, again, a perfect recreational bird, someone who wants to teach their kids or their grandkids how to fly or wants to learn how to fly themselves. This is the perfect aircraft to do that. Again, based in Denver, Colorado, and available for showings by appointment. So the sixth aircraft is a 1978 Cessna 310R. So our Cessna, our 1978 Cessna 310R is a 6-seater low-wing twin-engine bird. In fact, the 310 series was the first twin piston that Cessna manufactured after World War II, right in 1954, and they made them until 1980. Yeah. So this is one of the last ones ever made.
Yeah.
Now, what they did with the 310, I thought was pretty fascinating, and I kept doing double takes, but it's very true. They thought, all right, we want increased payload, and we want luggage. People want to carry bags. You've got nose baggage, you've got wing lockers, you can put luggage in the tail, you can take out, it's a 6-seater, you can take out the back 2 seats, and then you've got tons of room for bags. This 310 has ADS-B, it's got Garmin 480 with WAAS, we have a lowered reserve, it's in San Antonio, Texas, and it's ready for a new owner. Truly a low reserve. This bird is not going to last long. It's a great performer. We'd love to show it to you. The next aircraft on the block is a 1977 Baron 58P. And what's ironic about this bird coming right after the 310 is that Beechcraft's answer to the to the 310 was the B55. Right. Mm-hmm. And the B58 is just a longer version and a more heavily powered B55. Mm-hmm. Now, again, to say that this is just, another step is not, it doesn't give this bird justice. Mm-hmm. The Baron 58P, this one specifically is absolutely loaded. Yeah. We've got new overhauled Ram engines, pretty new prop overhauls, and the cockpit, a GTN 750 and 650 stack. Just to put that in perspective, we operate actually here at Ascent, one of the nicest Citation Bravos in the world. And it has the exact same stack, a GTN 750 and 650. So I won't say overkill, but it would truly be a pilot's delight to get into this Baron 58P. It truly is. It's got the Airstream 510, the Garmin Airstream 510 for comfort and convenience, Bluetooth connectivity. Mm-hmm. This aircraft, non-corrosive environment, is in Kingman, Arizona, available to view by appointment. Please give us a call or send us an email if you're interested in the aircraft. Next bird actually flew into our hangar probably a month ago. 1984 Lear 55. This bird is EASA ready. It has ADS-B out. The engines have 1,500 hours remaining on the right engine, 500 hours remaining on the left engine. And the two pilots that did the delivery to our facility said that it was operating great. Tiny little quirks, but nothing, nothing major. They just brought it in. So it's fresh, it's ready to go. This owner is very, very ready to move this Lear 55. He has set an extremely aggressive reserve price, which is about the value of the engines. Right. And I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that, but I'm just telling you, this aircraft is priced right. I think it would be a great bird for someone that's willing to take on the 12-year that's due at the end of this year. Yep. Again, in our facility, we have possession of the logbooks in the aircraft. Please come visit us at Dallas, Texas. Second to last consignment, JJ's favorite or second favorite. I don't know what's your favorite, the Baron 58P or the C90?
They're both up there. They're up there now. Yeah.
1978 King Air C90. Yeah. Arguably, the C90 is the most popular turboprop of all time. An aircraft so perfect for so many missions and so well-rounded, it has been accused of killing off other types of aircraft production, literally, because of how great it is. This C90 specifically just came out of a $70,000 phase 1 through 4 inspection. It is turnkey. It's gorgeous, fresh inspections, hangared, engines are on the Moore program, Garmin 530 with WAAS. I don't know, unless you wanted to do a true total renovation in the cockpit, I don't know what else you could do to a C90. Yeah. And this one's turnkey and ready to go. Mm-hmm. This bird is in the Pacific Northwest. It's in Washington, so don't head east, head west if you want to go see it. And before you do so, please let us know so we can set up a showing, time to show you the aircraft. And our very last consignment, based right here in Fort Worth, Texas, owned by some of my personal friends and neighbors, ironically. Kind of funny we found that out. It's a 1979 B60 Beach Duke. If you want to talk about bang for your buck in the twin piston category, the Beach Duke, specifically this Beach Duke, is going through an annual at arguably the best Beach Duke maintenance facility in the world in Mexia, Texas. Like right now, it's July 1st, we're filming. It's there, it just got there, starting its annual. It's gonna be completely fresh, turnkey, ready to go. The only thing that they knew going in is that, hey, the air conditioning was a little weak. They're gonna bolster that right up. You're gonna be nice and cool in this Beach Duke. The Beach Duke really gives you so much versatility, and I spoke to the guy doing the delivery flight down to the maintenance facility. He's a contract pilot for 421s and Beach Dukes. And not to step on our friend Jeff Gilmore's toes, who loves 421Cs, has one himself, right? But the guy said, hey, bang for your buck. If you're paying the bills, passengers love the 421C because of how big that is. Just a super, super popular cabin. Pilots like the Beach Duke. If you know how to handle the engines, it's an incredible performer. And think about it. Well, you've got winglets. You've got aft body strakes. On this bird specifically, you've got Garmin up in the cockpit. Great cosmetics. And its performance is great. Over 500 hours until the next overhaul. You got plenty of life left. If you want to come see the aircraft, call us, because the aircraft will either be in Mexia, Texas at its annual, which you're allowed to go see it then, or when it comes back to Fort Worth Meacham, we'd be happy to show you the aircraft, show you the logs, and do a showing there. So, without further ado, we have some extremely special guests, but we need to learn about them a little bit. We have a very special video that we want you to take a look at.
Our company's name is Aero Brigham. My twin brother and I own and operate the company. We're primarily helicopter maintenance and completions, modifications. We bring new aircraft in and do completions for the OEMs, for Bell and Airbus and MD. We bring a lot of older aircraft in and reconfigure those for whatever the new customer wants to use them for. We do a lot of EMS work, law enforcement work, and utility work, and pretty much any helicopter that Bell, Airbus, or MD makes is on our repair station. We've recently started working on these big air tractor fire bosses. They're on floats, and they pick up water at 75 miles an hour across the water. They actually scoop the water in. It takes about 10 seconds to fill the hopper up, and then they go dump water and come back and do it all over again. And we've just started working on these aircraft last year. We have in-house capability for paint, for interior work, upholstery. We do all of our own engineering and fabrication and avionics harnesses in-house. All of our electrical engineering is done in-house. We're a relatively small company, but we're very nimble and we're not afraid to take on any project. We're completely open book with our customers and all of our work orders. Customers are welcome to come in anytime they want and look at the aircraft and see exactly what we're doing, and there's never surprises at the end of the project. I like the challenge of bringing an aircraft in and whether it's new or whether it's an older aircraft, and see what the end product ends up being, you know. You bring in a blank canvas, so to speak, and you turn out an end product that the customer is very, very happy with and put it into service for years. That's Aero Brigham. We're going to give you absolutely the best quality that we can, the best value that we can, and we're very competitive. We're very proud of every product that goes out the door, and we stand behind everything with our reputation and our warranty.
Well, we have the privilege of having the Brigham brothers, the founders and owners of Aero Brigham, with us today. David and Danny Brigham, thank you guys so much for being with us at the preview show.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
We learned a little bit about you. You guys are obviously experts in completions, modifications, maintenance, special projects. Danny, I have a question for you. A lot of owners and operators use this kind of as a concierge, right? We operate our own aircraft and they say, hey, I want paint interior. I need someone to do a pre-buy, yada, yada. When I come back with quotes, they always immediately just say, well, why don't I just choose the person who offers the cheapest rate, right? as I know your DNA and how you guys, your attention to detail, why would you not want to skimp or cut corners on modifications, maintenance, upgrades, that sort of thing?
Well, it comes down to the old adage, you kind of get what you pay for. First of all, I like to address the pre-buy thing. A pre-buy inspection is really a good idea. You spend a couple $1,000 on the front end of your purchase, and then at the end could save you could save you hundreds of thousands of dollars. So whether you go with Arrow Brigham, and we like to do pre-buys, we're good at them, I highly recommend a pre-buy. No matter what you're buying, make sure your serial numbers match, make sure your hours match, make sure you don't have any unexpected overhauls, maintenance coming up. That can really bite you if you don't know about the stuff ahead of time. You want to know, do I have a $50,000 overhaul that's due on this airplane that I'm buying Friday, and the overhaul's due the following month?
Yeah, that'd be a nice surprise, wouldn't it?
So
I've seen that happen before.
Oh, sure.
And there's a lot of good repair stations out there. You get what you pay for. You want a place that does quality work, doesn't go to avionics, just depending on what you're looking for.
Sure. Well, we've got a perfect example we just delivered this morning to a sheriff out of Florida. They could have gone to pretty much anywhere they wanted to, but they got a recommendation from a previous customer that we've done a lot of work for, and they brought the aircraft to us. They went to the lowest bidder, have their used aircraft modified, and their entire mission package was in question from the very first day. It never worked properly. They had horrible issues in the audio. They had poor video quality, had electromagnetic interference on everything across the whole aircraft. And after 6 months, they just couldn't put up with it anymore. So they asked us to go ahead and look at the aircraft. They brought it to us, not understanding what the full work scope was going to be. So essentially, we took the entire mission suite out. All the wiring, we took 300 pounds of extra wiring out of the aircraft, rewired the entire thing the way it should have been wired the first time, and this morning went through 2-hour acceptance flights without a single squawk.
Wow.
And everything works absolutely as it should have when it was brand new. So they paid a fortune to have it done by the lowest bidder.
Right.
And then they just, unfortunately, spent a whole lot of money with us to get it done right.
Right. So they had to pay for it twice.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they just chose the cheapest option from the outset.
It's always going to be cheaper to do it right the first time.
That's exactly, for sure.
And time-wise, if you're a business guy and time is money, which it often is, it's always more affordable to do it right the first time than it is to do it the second time.
It sounded 300 extra pounds of wiring sounds like a safety issue.
Oh my God!
To me,
even in a Cessna Caravan, that's 1.5 fully equipped law enforcement guys, or almost two of me.
Right.
And just extra garbage that was in the aircraft that didn't need to be there.
Yeah.
And look, you see folks all the time. They're spending a couple $1 million on a helicopter or an airplane, and it's really not that bad. Our shop rates and a lot of other 145 repair station rates is less money than your local car dealership pays to work on your car. So, I mean, is it really that much money to make sure that what you're going to fly in, your $2 million airplane versus a top end $100,000 car?
Right.
It's really, your money ahead if you get someone to do a good job for you.
No, yeah, 100% agree. We learned a little bit about you guys in the video, and I know your shop's pretty busy, right? And you guys can do a lot. What's one area where you feel like either you have a competitive advantage or something little known about you, or you have availability for it? What's something that you guys do that?
We're not afraid of any size project, no matter how small or how big it is. We're not afraid to take on new technology we've never worked with, do the research so that we understand how to give you the fullest capability. But one of the things that kind of sets us apart and really is why even the OEMs come to us and customers will come to us is we have a long-standing, really good relationship with the FAA here, the Aircraft Certification Branch, as well as the FSDO. And so we can get things field approved or approved using DERs that a lot of other areas just can't do because their FSDOs refuse to do field approvals or they don't have the qualified personnel within the FAA. And with our relationship, we're a very trusted source. So we take a data package to the FAA. They know we're not going to try and pull anything over the wool over their eyes or try and slip anything shady. Everybody makes little mistakes here and there, but when the FAA comes to you and use you as a training ground for how they want to see 337s and data packages put together, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, you're like the source for that, right? Even though it's brand new, you guys have the experience to tackle basically and essentially a special project.
Yeah, I mean, we generally have the ability to do some customization. Like if you were going to buy a new helicopter, we have the ability to customize some of those above and beyond what maybe the OEMs have the. I mean, they certainly have the ability to provide it, but because of constraints and how they're set up,
sure,
they offer certain packages, and that's what you can get.
Yeah, chocolate, vanilla.
Yeah, and we can span out into more strawberry, butterscotch, whatever.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Butter pecan. Give me an example of something you've done that the OEM has just said. Now we're not gonna.
Well, we've done some in the past where like mission equipment where people wanted certain size monitors for their law enforcement, where the OEM didn't offer a panel that was large enough to accommodate it, or like we just did a tactical flight officer station in the back of a helicopter for a group, and they wanted a 22-inch monitor, so we designed an entire station around that 22-inch monitor, and we put all the mission equipment inside it. So essentially what we came up with a modular system for mission equipment where we can take all the mission equipment from this helicopter, put it in another helicopter that they have that's already been pre-wired, that's been provisioned. So this helicopter goes out for maintenance, this helicopter's mission ready in minutes. So,
wow, that's fascinating. Yeah, I love how you guys are willing to take on a special project, maybe something new that hasn't been tested, but you guys are the ultimate proving ground because you've done it for so long. People trust you, and you're efficient, and you're not. I think what true customer service is being willing to do whatever it takes, and you guys have done that time and time again. So
yeah,
we're just so proud to have you guys
I appreciate
as
that.
partners and sponsors.
We do our best. We try.
Yeah. Well, I can tell, especially by not just you guys coming on, but by the work that you guys do and how you communicate with everybody. So
that's really cool. We always, I mean, that's just for after that. That's our goal, is to provide the best customer service we can.
Yeah. Well, you're doing it. Well, thanks for joining us at the Beacon Bar today, taking time out of your day to come, spend some time with us and share a little bit more about what you do.
That's always fun.
Again, if you're interested in any of the aircraft that we've talked about, please visit our website, www.ascentaero.com. You can register to bid. If you want to consign your aircraft to this auction, our August auction, our September auction, whatever fits your time frame, please fill out our contact us or send us an email, jetsales@ascentaero.com. And if you want to reach out to the Brighams, maybe you do have a special project or paint interior, a pre-buy, you need logbook research, whatever it is, you can contact us at jetsales@ascentaero.com. We've got their email. But Danny, if they want to contact you directly.
Yeah, it's David at aerobrigham.com or Danny at aerobrigham.com, and we'll be more than happy to help you out with whatever you need.
Yeah, perfect.
Little old Decatur, Texas, right outside of Fort Worth.
Come on. Well, thank you, David.
Sure.
Thank you, Danny.
Thank you.
And we look forward to serving you at auction on July 22nd.